What is going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Rusty Tides, and today we're back with some Rimworld. Let's see what Randy has in store for us today, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Honestly, I think that little jelly guy that Kick has, I think that's one of the best things. You already loaded? You can't fly it. Minimum piloting ability of 10. Let's open up the numbers mod. I don't care about you. Paint block, not here. Miscellaneous? Piloting ability. Minimum of 10%, and the person I chose doesn't have any. Wow. I want to send a doctor over there. Fine, hunt you. Get in shuttle. Alright, now let's launch. Drop right outside. So do you even try Sea of Thieves game? I haven't played Sea of Thieves. I know of it. I watched videos of it when it first came out and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't tried it. I know that there's a lot that goes into it. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna try it. I think that it's more of a game that is better played with friends. Yeah, I think it's a game that's better played with friends, and I don't have anyone right now that to play it with. Zoom in and let's put you right here. All right, get to work. Yeah, let you in here, let you start tending to people. Let's set you to load. I'm gonna send Raven and Art back. Accept. Yeah, this particular game here, it can get pretty dark. Like you can capture prisoners, like I have here, and in my colony I have some vampires. So these are my quote unquote blood bags for my vampires. You can also perform medical experiments on your prisoners, and that kind of stuff can get kind of dark. You can also make it so that your people are cannibals, and you can get meat that way. You don't have to. There's definitely other ways to go about it, but it is something that can be done. Like for me, I have my colonists set as cannibals. Primarily for the fact that this fuel that I keep loading up in my shuttles and everything to send them, you can make fuel out of organic material. So, to do that, you kind of have to get the meat from the organic material. Yeah, it a lot of people say it's war crime simulator. It's not the the absolute happy go lucky game that it seems like, but some of it is very beautiful. Like, okay, so this sculpture right here in this bedroom, it's a masterwork, which means it has a little story with it. Like on this piece in the artwork, Craft Res Wheeler kicking Yukio, or Yukio punches him. So this, wow, this is actually pretty dark. It's I didn't know it would be that dark. But this is something that happens in the game, I've got people in my colony, they had a social fight, everyone has a social stat. Who they're friends with, who they're not friends with. I didn't know we had your sister. Like they have families, a sister, a friend, a wife, ex-wife, and they do stuff. Doc Cook shared views on honesty. It really it's a really big story game. Like when you first load up, let's see, that's the history. You're gonna hear me say something like, oh, Randy. That's the scenario I started with. I'm not gonna change the difficulty, but I just wanna, I don't know, there's different, they call them storytellers, but it's just RNG, how difficulty the game is. And Randy is he's Randy Random. The other ones they have, I'm going to do this at this time, I just attacked you. I'm not going to attack you again for such and such. Randy goes, I just attacked you. Well, I feel like attacking you again, so I'm just going to do it. He's completely random. Anything can happen, and it makes for interesting gameplay. I think I need another constructor just so stuff gets deconstructed. I used to have a mod where I could focus, like I want this guy to focus on constructing, this guy over here to focus on deconstructing. It's so you got your schedule, your work. It's this but expanded. But I don't know if that's been updated to the newest version. Fully healed. What are you working on? What are you working on? No, can you work on this, please? You're going to be 4 prisoners. Prioritize deconstructing that, please. Um, there we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I want to slowly cordon these people off. But I needed to let one of them go. Let's set you to release. Make those people a little happy. How are you doing? Almost converted. Plus 2.2 a day due to mood. You should be incredibly unhappy here. So that can be quite dangerous. Where are you going? Is this it? Point 3. You. And you. Let's draft you guys. Everybody here. And attack here. Can you guys also attack this guy? No. What if I move you here? What if I move you here? Set that guy to hunt so that way when he dies, we actually bring him in. And there's that. How are we doing over here? Can we get these inside? Another panther? I won't be able to make it to the husky in time. Just don't look, don't watch. It's the circle of life. Did we let him go yet? I think so. Yeah. So you could be deconstructed. What's going on over here? Don't look at that. The flu? On art and morgue. Alright, I'll see about sending you guys back. Research that, please. Set to load. And you. 81 kilograms. Set to load. Morgue. And art. Still a bit over. Accept. Launch. Let's bring you guys home since y'all got the flu. Why are you mining? I actually want you to enter into that. Passenger shuttle ready to launch again. Let's go home. Right there. Alright, you guys can go rest. That's what you're doing, right? Okay, you have been treated. What about you, Morgue? Alright, you've been treated as well. I wish it was better quality, but it is what it is. Not assigned to constructing. Alright, let's go deconstruct those, please. A little bit of rot stink is down here, but that's fine. How long is this going to take? You did some work on him. Shattered his jaw? Was it worth it? You almost done? Thank you. Now we come over here, right here. Exit. I want you, the steel and the gravlite. Accept. So now you should load up everything. Yes. Finally one of us. Alright, prisoner, let's recruit. Just a couple more days and you can get back to work. Alright, now you should start loading stuff up. Don't look at that. All the steel over here is immediately grabbed and put to work. Running a little low on slate. It's alright. That just means they'll come down here and start deconstructing all this other stuff. How you doing, Art? We can look at the numbers tab. I'm gonna set you to that. That way you guys can get ahead. You're loading up the steel. You're digging. She's loading. A 2 in social. We're getting there. I'm sorry, that's funny. How many hours has this particular game been going? And just now with 2 in social? Why is morgue constructing? I forget whenever I send these people back, I gotta correct their... Who else? I think I sent you over there. I think that's fine. Is anyone set to doctor that shouldn't be? No. Alright, I think I fixed it. $427. Or at least now there's 2 people here that should be able to load that. How are we doing on this guy? How much do we have of this? 15. I'm good. I was gonna say maybe I should tell him to focus on making more. I don't think I need to. A cold snap? No, my devil strand. They sure are slow making these heaters. I'll keep an eye on all the temperatures. I don't think I have enough heaters in this area. Maybe I do. I'll keep an eye out. 20, 21. Center of the base is good. I should really warm up the hospital. Can you prioritize working on that, please? I think that's a bit more important right now, because the 7-degree hospital, 6-degree hospital, that's a bit too cold. Needs 1 component, and then you can build it. A 3-degree hospital, hurry up, please. Alright, now it's going back up. 4 or 5 degrees, okay. We didn't freeze everybody too bad. How are we doing over here? You guys still have a bunch of food. A bluebird? So, a little bit of I'm not an old guy that likes to bird watch. It's just, you know, on my front porch, I do have some places where birds do like to nest. You know, springtime comes, they like to nest. I let them nest. They have little baby birds. They fly off. I clean up, all that kind of stuff. Every year there's this one style of bird that really likes to nest on my porch. And I think it's my favorite bird. Let's see. To Stella's Jay. I think it's one of the most beautiful birds I've ever seen. You know, this is coming from a guy who was born and raised in Arizona, the desert. You know, you have pigeons and you have quail and the hawks and that kind of stuff, and not colorful like this. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. I saw the little bluebird here, and I wanted to share that. Now you're doing better. You're recovering. 22.9 out of 22. 25. How's the hospital? Hospital 7 degrees? Okay. It is warming up. That is really good. The flooring's done. Wait, you're telling me we're actually going to start working on other stuff now? That was a big flooring project that took forever. Set to load. Who am I going to send back this time? You know, I think I'm actually going to wait. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait until... Because the two main people I would like to send both have the flu. So... let's let them recover.